Welcome back. Welcome back. This is the Pitch Side Report. Another day, another blessing, and we are back with the sports, man. We mainly talk about soccer, but we got all sports going on this weekend, or all some of the best sports, like football, at least college football. And we had the Premier League match day 3, and some controversy finally. To a degree, not really in my opinion when you look at it closely, but yeah, we had Arsenal today play. They lost. Everton, they're on the brink of probably going down. I mean, I don't think I've seen a team start like this in a minute that was this big of a team, and it does not look good. It does not look good. The game today, they threw it away in the end, so let's see how that one ended. 3 goals in the last 7-8 minutes. I don't even know. And then, of course, Manchester City, they played West Ham, smoked them like it was no big deal. So, man, let's get into it. So, yeah, I don't know. What are y'all's thoughts? This was the game-changing, defining moment, obviously. And, like, if you're seeing it as a highlight, maybe, and you're not getting the full context, Declan Rice, he basically, commits a foul, right? And then he's going to kick the ball away. Maybe he was doing it on purpose. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? If you've played soccer, you know what you're doing, trying to slow the opponent down, trying to get them off the rhythm so that they can't take a fast free kick, if that's what they were going to do. But I will play the other side as the attacker who you win a foul. If the defender's close to you, kind of being annoying, you try to kick the ball, hit them, and they typically get a yellow, especially if they interfere. So that's what happened. I mean, both players were trying to be cheeky, and it just happened that Declan was already on the yellow. So he ended up getting sent off. And, I mean, yeah, you can easily say, when you're on a yellow, this is something you just can't do. And, I mean, that's just the facts of what it really truly is at the bottom of it. But I know that feeling, man, when you're annoyed that you didn't get the call, you got this pressure mounting to a degree that you think, and you want something to change, right? You want the benefits or the results to go in your way. So to see it happen and unfold and really backfire on him was, I'm not saying I was happy to see it, but that's kind of what you get, you know what I'm saying? Like, because first off, he tried to play off like he got kicked really hard, and maybe he did, but he, really flopping around it from what it looked like, laying around and rolling around. And then the ref comes and throws him the card, and he's shell shocked. So I see a lot of the Arsenal fans and some that are not on the side of the ref, but a lot are, they're saying that the ref was the biggest supporter or the MVP of the game. This call was, or they feel like they got robbed. So I want to know your thoughts in the comments. Do you feel that this was a fair yellow? Or do you feel that the ref really had something against him and gave him an unnecessary card? Now, I personally don't care for the main ref that was going today or reffing them today, but it is what it is, man. The refs, you're going to face these decisions, and you want to try to control what you can. So Declan, he lost his cool for a second, and that second ended up, I mean, I'm not saying it's losing them the title, right? They still have quite a bit of time. Of course, City has to lose it, right? City has to lose some games or tie some games. But Arsenal's next few matchups, fixtures are hardcore. They look pretty brutal as far as a full month or so game. So that's gonna be interesting to see how it goes. I might do a video specifically on that, brief video, just depending on what it really turns out and pans out to be. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think it should have been a yellow? Do you think it shouldn't have been a yellow? So let's move on to the Everton game. Oh my goodness. Yeah, tough one, because I was talking shit, to be honest with you, about Everton, thinking that they weren't going to be able to get a win. I mean, I was right in the end, but I stopped watching because they were up 2-0, 90 to go. I'm thinking, all right, yeah, they actually got the win on this one, and then I turn around, look at the highlights, and they freaking lost it at the end. So pretty crazy. And I saw this meme. I thought this was funny. Check this out. This is Sean Dyche when he gets back to his office.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
You
I don't want to play it too long just to worry about copyright. But yeah, man, I don't know what you do as a coach. Your team just let it all go. The momentum shifted drastically, and they were able to get these two goals at the last second, and you're still winless in the Premier League, and it does not look like Everton has a shot. Man, they're losing against the teams that are going to be battling at the bottom, even though they really should be winning at the end of the day. So, it is what it is. Let me know your thoughts as a Everton supporter. Are you nervous? Do you feel like this is no big deal? You have plenty of time to, you know, get some results in. Let me know your thoughts. The final game I'll touch on briefly today. Of course, we got some games tomorrow too, so I'll touch over those also. But final game we're going to touch over is going to be the Man City game. They had a ball. Okay, Man City had a ball. They were playing around with West Ham. Now, West Ham did have some opportunities. Kudos. He's a baller. I like him. I really like him. Unfortunately, they just were not able to execute when they needed to. And yeah, man, Haaland, he makes it look so easy. He really makes it look easy. Rico Lewis, he looks. I think he's under 20. I think he's young. He looks experienced. He plays like he's wise. City, they just do it, man, every year for so long. They're finding these players out of the woodwork, and they're all ballers. So they look unstoppable. It really looks like they're league to lose. So I'm going to be quite honest. I don't see anyone testing them. I mean, unless they are off, and even if they're off, they are still really playing without Rodri. And Gundogan, he's just now getting into the flow. So they have some of the best influences that they could possibly have to come back. I don't see anyone challenging them at all. They do have a lot of games throughout, so it's going to depend on how well they stay fit. Of course, no one wants injuries at the end of the day, but man, they really do look unstoppable. You can't even say West Ham was bad. I wouldn't even say that they're bad. I would say on any other day, they're going to test somebody, at least with the way they played today and the attacking players that they have, if they're going to continue to play as decently as they have been, like Bowen and Paqueta. So yeah, interesting game to watch. Haaland, he makes the scoring look easy. I have my things I don't like about Haaland, especially when City's playing top quality opponents or they're all sitting behind the ball. But it looks like Pep's figured out a way to create the space or really use Haaland, especially as far as the outside wingers, getting wide and attacking inward to make the defenders kind of have to leave Haaland or let the defender that's coming into the box take the free shot. So that's opening it up for him, and he's finding gaps all day long. Don't see any changes with that, of course. I mean, they smoked them. They dominated the whole game. Jack Grealish balled out. Of course, no, assists. But yeah, definitely one of the key players. And it sucks that England sleep on him. It's interesting that they sleep on these types of players. But yeah, we got some beautiful games tomorrow. We got Manchester United. Oh, I guess I'll briefly talk over the other games. Yeah, Nottingham Forest, Wolves. I don't know if I said that one was going to be a draw or not. I'm not saying I know everything, but yeah, they draw 1-1. Aston Villa, Leicester City, they got the win. Aston Villa, they're definitely still looking like a team that is going to compete. You know what I'm saying? They're digging out wins. Ipswich Town, they almost got the W. Fulham, they got the equalizer late. Brentford, I was talking shit against them too. They let go by Rotoni and it seemed like no big deal. Yeah, Southampton, not looking good this year. Not looking good. Already talked about Everton. And yeah, talked about Man City. So tomorrow, early, we got Chelsea versus Crystal Palace and Newcastle versus Tottenham. It's going to be interesting. I hope Newcastle wins, but we will see on this one. And then Manchester United versus Liverpool. Man, I'm optimistic. Every time we play, I'm like, we should win. Like, still in my heart. But a lot of the times I do that, I'm let down. So I'm going to stick with what I said the other day, 2-0 Liverpool. But we shall see. I hope we do well Well, maybe Ten Hag wakes up and he's like, you know what, maybe I should put these players in the right positions. But we shall see. You know what I'm saying? We shall see. Leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you expect the scores to be tomorrow? Let's see if you're right. Let's see if you know what you're talking about. No, I'm just kidding. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching, man. This is the Pitch Side Report, okay? We talk about soccer, news, you know what I'm saying? We try to keep everything mainly soccer, but eventually maybe we will start doing some live chats, bringing up other conversations. If you're someone who wants to get on the channel and have a conversation, just let me know, man. If you're feeling the vibe, subscribe. We're here just to talk about soccer, man. The beautiful game that we all love to watch and discuss. So, yeah, really appreciate it if you made it this far. And I will see you guys tomorrow, most likely. Yeah, in the next video. All right, later. Later.